Solana, a lot of Solana fans. Recently, there's a lot of Solana news. Visa expands stablecoin settlement pilot to Solana. Visa and MasterCard are both piloting blockchain. They've been utilizing Ethereum, but maybe they decided they need to go on a chain that's much faster and much less costly. It makes sense. The thing is, Visa and MasterCard, they process like hundreds of thousands of transactions, okay, per day. So they need something that's very fast and robust, okay? And you could say that's Solana. But Solana has to prove itself, has to prove that it's not going to have any more outages like before. Otherwise, big companies like Visa and MasterCard, they can't have that. They're going to leave, right? And not just these fintech companies, but, for all the future dApps that will be coming aboard, they need to know that the network will not go down constantly. But it's good for Solana. It's good for Solana. All right, that is right. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Again, it comes down to, I created a couple of videos recently. It comes down to patience, really having patience and believing in the cause, believing in what you're holding, right? If you don't have those, you got to find a way to get them, I guess. All right, last few things. I saw this. This was a major hack that was reported yesterday. Stake, the gambling platform, they were hacked for $41 million, discovered by a couple internet guys. And now 5 hours later, they reopen and say everything is okay. Hopefully it is. I mean, these guys have enormous amount of money. They throw around an enormous amount of money, right? They also have a streaming platform called Kick, which they're trying to grow, and they're throwing enormous amount of money at streamers there. So hopefully they still have enough money in the bank after getting robbed of $41 million, right? Today, this morning, I covered about Solana. There's actually some Solana news. But Visa is expanding their stablecoin settlement capability, okay? And they're choosing the Solana blockchain. Interesting. So Visa and MasterCard and everyone else is exploring blockchain. They're looking at how to do settlements on top of blockchain, and now they're looking at stablecoins and also just enticing merchants, okay, to utilize crypto as well, right? So payments obviously is going to be a big part of crypto's future. Right now, there's a lot of on-ramps, off-ramps being built because of regulations. It's kind of hairy in some places like the US, but they're definitely being built. And fintech companies and credit card companies and banks, they're all exploring, right, different use cases and how to really get the most benefit from blockchain. But, there's a lot of things being developed right now. Even Swift decided to utilize Chainlink to see if they can also utilize tokens and tokenizations, right, for their settlement layer. So, I mean, there's just a lot going on. And, of course, let's not forget X, aka Twitter, recently got their transmitter license in several states. Okay, not just one. Started with Rhode Island, now it's like a dozen states, right? So even X wants to get involved. Elon wants to get involved, and this is obviously very exciting, right? Because we think that there may be a crypto wallet, there may be some Dogecoin integration, right? But of course, there's going to be probably stablecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I mean, it's all in there. But again, see, this is natural evolution of crypto is actually to utilize it for paying things, right? It makes sense. So there's just a lot of stuff going on right now with payments, and it makes sense that once all these companies fully embrace and adopt, users will come in. They may not even care whether or not they're using crypto, right? They just want convenience. They want something that works. And that's exactly what's being built right now, right? All these companies trying to figure out how to build the next generation of payment apps and financial services utilizing the best parts of crypto. Metamask, which is probably the most popular browser-based wallet, they partnered up with several fiat off-ramps. So now you can cash out directly for fiat within MetaMask. That's actually a pretty good feature. And I love to see other wallets like ROX or Trust, right, do that. They have swap features, but to be able to cash out in fiat, that's pretty amazing. And according to the article, you can cash out to PayPal, right? And I'm not sure. I have not tested it yet, so I don't know the full capabilities. But again, making things easy for people to use, that is always a win, right? That's how you drive in adoption without forcing people to, I guess, learn something new. You just make it really easy. Base, Optimism, these are layer 2s for Ethereum, right? Circle, USDC, a lot of talk about stablecoins and payments, right? Now I've expanded to these networks, and they're going to continue to expand too. Again, part of the growing adoption, part of payments that's growing, right? But overall, I think we're going to see a lot more of this. Right now, there is definitely a stable coin kind of war, right? Is it USDT, USDC? The other ones are quite small, so it's kind of these two battling out. But of course, we have PayPal with their new stable coin that's being embraced by Coinbase as well, right? So it's still early market. People are still trying to figure out. And maybe the market is big enough for more than one stable coin. And let's not forget CBDCs that's also being developed by countries as well, right? So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff being worked on right now. And speaking of Coinbase, for Cosmos fans, DYDX, which is a decentralized order book exchange, is moving from Ethereum to Cosmos. They just announced this at Korean Blockchain Week. So this will be pretty big because Cosmos doesn't really have a lot of DEXs. I know of Osmosis. That's pretty much it. I haven't heard of any other DEXs being launched in Cosmos. And DYDX, although I never used them before, I know they're relatively big. A lot of people have, right? And this could be a big thing for Cosmos. And it's order book style, which is different. I guess this is pretty exciting. Cardano has a new technology called warp transactions. It's not Cardano itself. I thought Cardano Cardano probably enabled this, but no one took advantage of it. So now you have this wallet, Typhoon wallet, that offers warp transactions, which means you can send Cardano tokens between wallets without needing any ADA. That's why they call it warp, and it just eats it somehow. It doesn't even pay for it. It just makes it so that you don't need ADA to send. I don't know how that is possible, but it does some kind of new multi-signature transaction, and somehow it fixes it. That sounds pretty crazy. I know in ETH, there's a lot of wallets that do that, like ROX, for example. Their wallet will take like whatever you're trying to trade and convert it to ETH and kind of make that happen. But this doesn't seem like it's doing that. It just seems like it doesn't need any ADA to transfer. But that's kind of crazy if you think about it. Chainlink, a lot of people talking about Chainlink recently. Their new 0.2 V.2 staking offers greater flexibility, improved security, and dynamic rewards, right? Chainlink has been doing pretty well, especially with the sharks and whales that have started accumulating quite a lot recently. So something is going on, right? But more staking features mean that more Link is going to be staked and taken out of circulation, and that's a win. That's a big win for Chainlink. But what about Ripple? Ripple and XRP is also all of a sudden seeing tremendous volume. I know a lot of you guys are XRP fans, and I alone have the only copy of the most educational video ever created about Ripple and XRP. And if you guys are good, I may show it again tonight. But I alone have the only copy. But you could see, ever since the lawsuit, was dismissed in terms of XRP not security, obviously it did a whole lot, but there's still a lawsuit with Ripple. That has not been dismissed. But right now you could see highest on-chain transactions since February 1st. Highest XRP unique tokens being moved since May 31st. You got a tremendous amount of on-chain volume. Why? Maybe people are loading up, right? Or maybe because you have financial companies that are looking to utilize XRP for what it was intended for, which is for international remittance service or money transferring. That's what SBI is going to be using in the future, right? So yeah, that may be why. So yeah, XRP could also be at what, $5, $50 in the future. So, especially if I play more of my educational video. So my point is for tonight is, yeah, don't fall for a FUD. We got a lot of goodness. This could be considered a generational buying opportunity. And it's not just for Bitcoin. It's for Ethereum, for XRP, for Cardano, for BNB, for Avalanche, for Cosmos, Polygon, so many of your favorite projects. This is a great time to be loading up. Pancake Swap, who's on top of BNB, they're doing quite well. They actually made more revenue in August than the entire chain. And they have expanded out too. They're not just concentrating on BNB, they're also concentrating on ETH as well. So there are a lot of DEXs that are still doing quite well.